Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. Please like and subscribe and don't forget to jab that notifications bell for all my latest uploads. Currently, a lot of us are in isolation, we're in lockdown, and what better time with all this time on our hands than to practice our hand wrap techniques. Now on the channel I have got my sort of favoured Fit to Box hand wrap technique, and I'll include that in this video and at the end so you can see what I like with a normal hand wrap. And I prefer to use hand wraps that are about 4.5 meters long. Obviously quite a big chap, so my hands are a little bit bigger than normal people. In terms of if your hands are smaller, you might be able to get away with a smaller hand wrap. Now, as I say, I like the 4.5 meters. I also like, as you know, stretchy hand wraps. So you can buy cotton hand wraps, which are like this. Let me just show you. And with these, you can see there is very little stretch. So I don't like them because I don't feel you can get as comfortable a hand wrap as you can with the Mexican style sort of stretchy hand wraps. Now, of course, I'm not going to the extent as I was with these ones, with their stretch. We've discussed that in a previous video. So we don't need that much stretch. So I'll chuck that one to one side. But this is the kind of hand wrap that I'm talking about. These are from Box Raw, great hand wraps. Just put them to one side, and this is that stretch that I'm talking about. So there you can see a nice bit of stretch, and you can use that stretch to make the hand wrap way more comfortable around your hand. So today's video is more around those people that have got injuries or weak hands, as opposed to the normal hand wrap, which is the one that I've already got on. So you have got people with weak wrists, you've got people with weak thumbs, you've got people with the bones at the back of the hand have been damaged at some point, and you also have people with weak knuckles. Now that sort of injury may have happened in the gym. They may have hit a bag without a glove on or without hand wraps on, and it's damaged their hand. A lot of time it happens out on the street when somebody's punched somebody in the street and they've actually damaged their own hand more than they've damaged the person they've hit. Or if somebody loses their temper, perhaps in isolation or on lockdown, and punch a wall and damage a hand. Okay, so all of those things I would say don't do. If you're going to punch something, make sure that you're wearing hand wraps and a boxing glove, and you're only hitting stuff in a gym. Okay, so here I've got the hand wraps, and I've also got some gel pads from Beast Gear. Now, I've covered on the channel before a couple of different styles of gel wraps, and lots of different companies are doing gel wraps. But if you want to protect an injured or weak hand as much as you can, I think the combination of a gel pad and some Mexican style hand wraps at 4.5 meters or a little bit longer, if you really need more support, is a great solution for you. So I just will show you there those gel wraps from Beast Gear, and put that there. So let's have a look at the more protective Fit to Box hand wrap, which helps people with existing injuries or weaknesses in their hands. So this is the Fit to Box hand wrap for those people that have got some weaknesses in their hands or a sort of pre-existing injury. So I'm going to start off with the Box Raw hand wrap. What we want to use that sort of tension. Okay, we want it to be supportive tension. We don't want to bind the hand. Okay, so let me just start off and show you how we start off. We go over the back first of all. Okay, so that is the position you want to be in. You're going over the back of the hand, and that thumb loop is going around the thumb. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and we can go a little bit longer down the wrist, especially if someone has got a wrist whereby it's strained or it's injured already. So there and there. So I've done 5 revolutions of the wrist. Okay, so that's a good solid wrist. Let's just move them out of the way. Then I'm going to go once round the thumb and across the back of the hand. I'm going to then go once round the thumb and again at the back of the hand. Okay, so now I've got a really good, notice the tension that I've got there. I've got a really good wrist thumb protection and rear of the hand at the base of the hand there. Then I go up, across the front, and then down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm bringing that across there, and I'm keeping that quite taut there, and this is where I'm going to put on the Beast Gear hand protection gel. Okay, so I'm putting that onto there. At this point, I can pull it a little bit tighter. Notice where I have positioned the knuckle wrap. I haven't positioned it here, okay, because that's too far back. I've positioned it on those front sort of knuckles. And then I go round to there once, to there, underneath, and then through the middle finger, again to that forefinger, and there, and underneath, and again keeping that tension going and wiggling my fingers every so often just to settle the wrap and the gel pad. And then once I get to that position, I'm coming round the front. Okay, so I've got to that position there, I turn over, I'm going round the front, and I'm going to go round the knuckle once. So I'm keeping that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to force that gel pad forward a little, keep it in place. Then I'm going twice. Again, look at the tension, how I'm using that tension in the hand wrap. And then now I'm coming over the back of the hand. Again, see that pull? I'm bringing it round by the thumb. And now I'm nearly coming to the Velcro. Okay. And I'm bringing it round there, keeping it quite tight. I'm overlapping it. And then I'm bringing that all the way around to there. And the Velcro there. Then I'm tidying it up there and there, and as you can see, I've now got good protection on the knuckles. I've got the back of the hand covered from all of the crossovers that I've done. I've got a good thumb support there and a really good wrist support that is also supported by the actual badge of the hand wraps as well. Okay, and I've also tidied it up so I've got a free hand there for that fist. I've also got a bit of a grip bar that I've created there, which again, if you've got a bit of a grip bar and you put your fist like that, it does give you a firmer, more solid fist because you're gripping onto that there. Again, when it comes to prevention of injuries and saving your hand from possible further injury, that's a good feature to have. So once I'm in that position, let me get a glove. Okay, now you have to make sure that you've got a glove that can accommodate the bigger hand wrap and the gel pad. So I've got these gloves, as you know, I have used these with my Fortress Fast Wraps, so the inside of these gloves is big enough to accommodate this. At the start, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to reach in and pull that gel a little bit closer to those knuckles, okay? Because what I want to do is I want to get it so that when I slide it in, let me show you, like so. I'm now going to slide it in to the glove and fasten the glove, and now that gel pad is at the front of the knuckles, not at the rear here. Okay, so that's quite an important part when you're putting the glove on, is to make sure that that gel pad doesn't come back. And there I've got a really protective, along with the glove as well, I've got a really protected fist and wrist. So it is definitely, if you've got a hand injury or weak hands, it is definitely worth spending that extra time to put in more measures to protect your hands. At the end of the day, if you've got an injury and it's not getting any better because you're just using a normal hand wrap, then spend the time, use say a gel pad, use some longer hand wraps, get the support on the hand that you need, and make sure that you're giving your hand adequate time to recover. As I say, some of this is preventative as well, so you know, it just means that it's not going to get any worse or other injuries are not going to occur as well. But that's a really comfortable, very protective fist there with the combination of the Beast Gear gel wrap and the Box Raw hand wraps. These, as I said, 4.5 meters. They are Mexican style with that stretch, lovely stretch. They've got the Box Raw that goes all the way through, as you can see, which looks pretty smart. They are $8.95 to buy. They come in all different colours. You've got that thumb loop there, and you've also got that sort of rubberized badge again, which is good because you can use that as part of the wrist support as well. And when it comes to the Beast Gear gel guard, this is a really good one. fits nice, provides good protection for the knuckles, just gives you a really nice punch surface. If you check out Beast Gear's website, you'll be able to see all the details of those. As I say, there's lots of companies doing gel pads at the minute. I don't usually use a gel pad with my normal hand wraps, as I say, but my hands are fine. I have never had any hand injuries. They've always been fine. Part of that has been because I have been very strict when it comes to wearing hand wraps. I don't go around punching things without hand wraps, especially things like walls, doors, other people's faces in the street, which obviously I don't approve of anyway. I'm much more impressed by people boxing in a boxing ring one-on-one than somebody hitting somebody in the street. So that is my protective hand wrap for you. Okay, in boxing, protect yourself at all times, and that includes the tools of your trade. Make sure that both of your hands have got the best protection possible. And I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.